Hello, Weebs and Normies. Welcome to the Anime Club. I'm Graham.
And I'm George.
All right, just before we begin this episode of the Apothecary Diaries, two announcements. One being that this week the premium voting is happening. So if you want to see if you want to be a person who helps influence what's coming next on Tuesday, then you can vote on the premium Patreon, or you can vote on as being a YouTube member. And you can be as low as $2. That'll give you the ability to vote, and you can decide or help decide what's going to be coming up after ReZero Season 2. Right now, it's not looking great for anything that's not ReZero Season 3, but there's still time for you to vote.
There's still time. Yes.
There's still time.
Yep.
The other thing is Thursday now. Actually, this is coming out on the weekend, but Thursday, our last slot of this week, has had its next series come out on the Patreon and YouTube membership side. So that's 2 weeks ahead. We have Jobless Reincarnation, which is coming back.
That's right.
Season 2 is here. Very exciting. I know a lot of people are excited about that. So if you want to check that out 2 weeks early, it's live now. Patreon, YouTube member. Done. All right.
Okay.
Last time, unfortunately, we have this very sad backdrop to the announcements.
Yeah,
and
we're getting right into it, man. Looking at this still, we're getting right into it.
Yeah.
All right, question for you.
Okay.
Does Lolan escape, or is she?
She's done.
Either she's done. That's what I think too.
It's sad. It's sad.
This maybe next episode tops is the last we'll see of her. I think she's probably gonna. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think she's going to drink the no-no juice.
The no-no juice. Yeah, I saw a lot of comments last week saying George is right. And listen, I know George is right. George and I both agree with the premise that this was a better alternative. But it doesn't mean I can't freaking hate it. And we both hate it. And it's awful.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I wish it was completely different.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awful. It's just awful stuff. And
in war,
I don't know.
It's the innocents who pay the price.
That's correct.
Unfortunately.
100%. Yep.
So.
I just hope, I saw some people speculating about Jinshi's position and stuff like that. I don't know. I just hope Jinshi is as merciful as he can be, I suppose. I don't know.
I agree though with some of the stuff you said last week, which is that much of this is going to be out of his hands. I think this is going to be a lot of just Emperor's orders. And sure, Jinshi can defy the Emperor's orders to an extent and probably be okay. But I don't know.
I don't know if this is under the direct control of the Emperor, actually, because all of these conversations and things are happening with Jinshi and co. Right? I don't even know if this is a big enough thing to get the Emperor involved directly. I think Jinshi is the one who's going to be riding at the front of this and commanding.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too. I don't think it's necessarily the Emperor at the head of this, but I do think he's been made aware and has his stamp of approval on all of this.
Right, but that would mean Jinshi has a lot of control over the kind of micro details here.
True.
Right?
Again, it kind of goes back to even the Emperor is bound by societal expectations and also strategical expectations of
Sure.
We need to make an example out of these people, and taking them all out is the way you make the best example, I suppose. So if Jinshi were to defy something like that,
right.
I don't know. I don't see a way in which he could and still
I know what you
be
mean.
okay. Yeah.
Well, frickin' this whole thing sucks. And
I agree. I wish it wasn't this wasn't the case, but it is what it is.
Very disappointing.
At least just seeing the kids, man.
Yeah.
Okay, Lolan, she didn't even have much of a choice herself, but
the kids are the innocent party. That's what makes it so disappointing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's too bad. It's like you said, it's the innocent people who have nothing to do with fricking anything. Nothing to do with any of this. and is completely oblivious and unaware, they're the ones that have paid the ultimate price. Now, there are other people who will pay heavy prices, but like they fucking probably deserve the prices they get, right? The unfortunate thing is what's really happened here. So, all right, well, I'm curious to see. I'm still so curious to see what the direction of the show is going to be here as we come up to this. I think we're going to get some big developments in this episode. Like the last episode was like the prep and the reveal that like their army is here and things are happening right now. Now we're like in the thick of it. We're about to like proceed through, right? Like this is going to be a big episode, I assume.
Yeah, this is going to be a freaking castle under siege, I assume.
Right.
Unless like the soldiers all run away and like abandon their posts, but then I think even they would be killed like trying to flee and stuff. Maybe some could escape, right? But I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. Yeah, and I think like we've already had the Lowland backstory and stuff like that, and a little bit of Sure as well. So I don't think there's like a lot of flashbacking that's going to necessarily happen, but I don't know.
Yeah.
We're going to find out.
Okay. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Interesting.
Maybe it was that one situation that kind of broke her.
Maybe.
Oh.
Jeez, dude. Oh.
Oh.
Dang, he had Sure just as a... Oh. Not just as a tool? Ah, that's what it is. Okay. I see. Yeah, Sure is in too deep, man. I still hope she gets out, but we'll see.
She's not
yes,
saying
I agree.
it.
She should do that. But
oh,
she
no
gonna save her?
way. No freaking way. No way, Maomao. Let's
dang,
go.
Dude.
Oh. No, frick duty. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Don't die for your pride. Yeah. She's putting a front. Okay.
Yeah. Oh no. Come on.
Force her.
Just tackle her?
At this point, just force her, dude.
Oh.
Oh.
I wonder if that will
Did
protect
that spare her?
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder. Right? If Jinshi sees this, he'll know that like Maomao has given this to her, and at least he'll have some level of mercy of like, all right, this is a favor to Maomao by not freaking killing this person right now.
Yeah.
Right?
And she's like saying you're too flamboyant. Like, what if she dresses up as just some servant girl, freaking disguises herself or something?
But I think that goes against what she wants, right? She wants to be in this position and go down. Does she not? Like, that's part of the pride, right? If she's dressing down to hide, isn't that kind of defeating the purpose of what she's saying?
Potentially, but it goes with what Maomao's saying. It's like, throw that away. Throw your pride away. Throw it all away, dude.
But it doesn't seem like she wants to. That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully she does, man.
I don't know.
What's a tanuki? Do you know?
A tanuki is an animal. It's a lot like a raccoon. If you've ever seen like the raccoons with like they have sometimes like a feather on their, not a feather, but a leaf on their head. It's a mythical creature. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I guess in lore, in like Japanese lore, it's mythical. I believe they're just normal freaking animals. but they can like transform into different things. They're like kind of like tricksters in a sense, right?
Okay.
So that's why they refer to this a lot. I'm not very good at like explaining the details because I don't know like
Sure,
the
it's just a
in-depth
mythical
knowledge.
animal. That's all I need
I'm
to know.
sure,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm sure graphics will give a great freaking comment explaining
Okay.
about Tanukis in the comments, and then we can read that after.
Perfect.
What
What's
rest?
the rest? Yeah. Dude.
Oh, a narrator. Wow.
Royal Guard, episode 46. Oh, look at him, dude.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, there's hot springs nearby.
Interesting.
Oh.
Maybe a
Dang.
difficult siege. Ah,
Is it
interesting.
cannons then?
True, they don't have distance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cannons.
Ah.
Yeah, frick, dude. Oh.
Take it out. How? Have someone go in there?
An infiltration, I guess?
Yeah. Is that why she did what she did?
Yes.
Right?
Oh, he's talking about Maomao. Okay.
Maomao. Because he's in it, he's revealed his position, right? Who he really is.
Yeah. Oh, fire lancers. So they wait to, they're gonna do it remotely then?
I
From
guess.
a distance?
But someone's gonna do it for them. Oh, there's freaking Shisho.
Yeah, finally we see him.
Oh, frick.
is
What a
wrong with her,
psycho, dude. What? They haven't approached. Yeah, oh, frick.
No way. Lolan just did that by her own? Or
She must have freaking known that this would be a vital
guess.
freaking point because they were going to use the cannons, and she's like, if I remove the cannons, they're fricked. She must have been privy to some kind of strategic conversation at some point, right? Being in her position, right?
Yeah. They did send scouts, so like
Yeah,
they talked to her maybe? Like
maybe.
I don't know, that's
I think that's
hard to
unlikely,
say.
but
Yeah.
you never know. Oh, frick.
Oh, dude, I feel sorry for him now, man.
You're my most loyal supporter, Shisho is? Are you kidding me?
I guess, dude, like
What?
yeah. Yeah.
What? Bro, he was the most loyal person to the throne, and how on earth is he in this situation now?
Dude, I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's freaking crazy, dude. What a freaking revelation.
His wife snapped because she thought she cheated on her. He cheated on her, but it was a request from the emperor. And I guess, like, can you even say no to a direct request? Like, you can, like, in the literal sense, you can say no, bro. Sorry.
Right.
But, like, as we've established before, they see the emperor as like a quasi
Deific kind of person, yeah.
In some sort of way. So it's like you can, but like, can you, in all practicality, can you actually deny a request like that?
It's kind of unreal. This is like, this changes. I don't want to say it changes freaking everything, but this changes, like, this recontextualizes a freaking lot of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, frickin'. So why would he turn around and just betray the emperor? Like, doesn't it seem like he's trying to set up his own thing with this bloodline?
Yeah, but that's Shenmei who's trying to do that. And I didn't quite grasp this exactly. So he is the emperor saying he sent his daughter away.
You want to look at it again?
Yes, let's rewind it just a second.
Sure. So let's see. I'll just mute it here for a second. We'll get the correct thing. I had her exiled as the daughter.
Wait, go back. He says, who does he say? I want you to take my daughter as your wife. Okay.
Right.
So there's that.
And then he had her exiled. I made her live such a hard life, even though she deserved to be raised as a princess in the palace, free from all worries. Because technically she's the daughter, but it was adultery. So it's like,
but
right?
It's his daughter, but his Taiho and the doctor, hold on, born as a result of adultery between Taiho and the doctor. But she's not. She's the emperor's daughter. She's not the result of adultery between Taiho and the doctor. I feel like there's something key that I'm missing here. This is the daughter that was sent away, and I thought I knew exactly all the details about that, but no, this is actually the emperor's daughter. Oh, frick. You know who I'm talking about, right? The one that was sent out?
Yeah, they like
Shenmei thought that it was Shisho had slept with Surei's mom.
Right.
But dude, why am I not remembering the specific details?
It was really brief. Well, because it's been like freaking forever since we've had some of these pieces of information, to be fair. But that was like really briefly stated at some point, right? Like she was kind of whisked out of the freaking...
Yes, they even, I think they even mentioned it back as far as like season 1.
Yeah.
And then they've slowly been like opening the curtain to like details of that. What I don't understand specifically, because I always thought that it was her, Surei's mom and Shisho, but it was Surei's mom and the emperor. Why would the emperor need to kick her out exactly? That's the part that escapes me. I know they told us why too.
I freaking wish I could remember the little details of that.
I'm trying to think back to that episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, dang, dude.
So he saved Shenmei. He freaking took this deal to save Shenmei, and she freaking just lost it because she didn't understand. Bro,
dude,
come on.
Why couldn't he like explain this to her, man? Come on.
I don't know. Maybe he did. Or maybe... Oh, we are caught up, maybe.
Oh, dude. Oh. Yeah, who's truly filthy now, man?
Oh, let's go! Oh, what is she doing?
No way, dude.
Oh!
She has her trapped in there, dude. Come on. Bro, where have you been, Shisho,
he wasn't
dude?
aware
where
of
have
stuff
you
like this?
been?
Are you kidding?
Oh my gosh, man.
Does this dude live in his freaking room?
Bro.
What a freaking idiot.
I'm speechless right now. I'm speechless, dude.
Was he willfully ignorant or like what?
He was so afraid of his wife, dude. He was so afraid of his wife. Like,
that's unbelievable, bro. The freaking levels of freaking absolute nonsense this guy is just...
I know.
Unbelievable.
I can't, dude.
Holy frick.
He was in the rear palace.
He was in the rear palace. Frick.
That makes
That's
a little sense.
All right. Yeah. We'll give him a little slack here. That's fair. That's fair. What a pathetic father. True.
Oh, jeez,
get
dude.
fricked.
Oh.
Which means...
Oh, dang. They have portable cannons? No way.
Yeah, what the heck? They're creating an avalanche? Yep.
Oh, yeah,
that was like
it.
pots of explosives. Oh, that's
I guess,
how
yeah,
they
didn't
do
need
it.
to destroy... Yeah, they don't need to destroy
They just
the
cut it
gunpowder.
off.
They just need to bury it. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go. That's right. Might as well give up. Come on.
Yeah, come on, dude. Step up.
Do something right.
Dang, dude. Oh!
Oh,
they're right here! Dude, he's right there!
Oh. That's amazing. The Royal Guard is freaking here.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez, dude. Holy frick. They already breached in. Bro, they were not prepared at all. What does he do? Is he merciful? Wow. Let's freaking go, Jinshi.
I'm shocked.
I find this kind of mentality very funny.
Yeah.
And like, not funny is not the right term, but it's like the same thing when like the British in like the American Civil War thought the Americans fought so like dishonorably and all that stuff. And dude, they would like march in a line and like sit there and like shoot, and then they'd freaking do the thing with the musket, and then they get shot in the process.
They think they're playing a freaking RPG. They're like, hey man, you gotta take your turns. What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, dude, no, you're supposed to be freaking in the forest, freaking throwing like tomahawks and like shooting, you know, from the sidelines and all this. What is this?
100%,
I don't know. I just find it so funny.
Super funny. Yeah.
Oh, there could be more explosions, yeah.
True. Good frickin' point.
Ah, he's looking for a specific someone.
Yep.
That's the excuse he uses.
He
yes,
accepts
indeed.
that. He's like,
that's
yeah,
right.
I guess you gotta go then.
What it is.
There she is. The princess.
Oh, no way, she saw him in action, dude. Maomao.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Maomao.
Maomao, please.
On,
I'm
bro.
begging you.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. It's Jinshi.
Yeah, I think I saw
I saw one freaking frame of that boy. Oh, let's go. She can't deny it now.
No way, dude. Yeah, a snake she just ate.
Oh my gosh.
She gave birth to a prince. Dude.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, because he thinks he's the brother, they think that the emperor's son now is the actual next in line. So that's why he's the crown prince. Okay. Dang, they really off-screened Kyoko's second pregnancy, but all right.
Yeah, they really did. Okay, so he's okay. I just want to make sure I absolutely understand this. So they were saying that he's the prince because he's the brother to the emperor.
Yes, he's the brother. He's actually the son, but everybody thinks that he's the brother.
Right, because they think it's the brother, right? They think it's Jinbro, we'll call him. Instead of, you know, but now Jinshi and Jinbro are kind of coming together. So, okay, so they're like, okay, all right, I got it. He's got to confirm, I guess.
Yeah, her father's Lacan.
Oh my gosh.
He threw out his back. Oh my gosh, Lacan, dude.
Oh. Wow.
At least that, dude.
You.
Bro, Lacan is your dad.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what are you talking about? Oh, her freaking face.
Oh my gosh. I hope their relationship is repaired at some point.
I hope so. What is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna end before we freaking know, isn't it?
Yeah, here
No,
comes. Here
frick!
it comes.
It was
Dang
even
it,
sooner
dude.
than I expected. Dang it. Frick! Gosh dang it. All right. Cool.
Dude.
I guess.
Shisho is a frickin'. He's like, I feel bad for him, and I don't at the same time. Like, dude, I don't know. It's hard to like know what I would do in his position.
I don't feel bad for him at
like-
all. Because at the end of the day, regardless if he was like stupidly aloof with what was happening with his daughter, he knew that this frickin' lady was unhinged. He has been trying to set up a frickin' coup. He's done all this frickin' stuff. I don't feel bad for him. He had his frickin' chance.
The reason why I feel bad for him is because he was too weak to stand up to his own wife. Like,
yeah, I don't feel bad for him. I maybe at best I pity him. Maybe.
Yeah, like isn't it the same?
No.
I see it as somewhat synonymous. But yeah, like a more accurate word for me would be like I pity Shishu.
Yeah, for being such a pathetic loser.
Yes, literally for being such a pathetic loser. And it's just like, bro, all these like negative consequences that came to your life because you were so freaking passive and like in the wrong sense. You were just pushed around and like let all these things happen to Sure, to Lolan. You let your wife freaking become this like monster. And not to say that this absolves Shenmei of any responsibility whatsoever, because it is 100% on her shoulders. But it's just like, dude, like, come on, man. Come on. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's
know.
absolutely freaking ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know what to think about it all other than these people freaking annoy me. It's just the least I could say.
100%. Yeah, it's very annoying. Like, and like the moms too of the kids. Like, I get it. Cultures when like, and I guess kings still exist, but like the culture's much different now. But like cultures back then with like royalty and emperors and kings and all that stuff, it's just like you almost saw it as like you didn't have a choice. But I don't know, man. Like you do.
It's kind of fricked,
hard to
right?
judge someone like that.
For sure. It's like, it's kind of fricked on like such a freaking morbid level because it's like, all right, you got these ladies and then you've got these freaking hot male prostitutes. And I'm sure initially they were just like, this is not cool. Like being forced to like participate in this degeneracy. But like, they don't, like you said, they don't have much of a choice. And eventually you just kind of get with the program, unfortunately. And then you're
Get
freaking...
numbed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
before you know it, you're participating willingly, and it's just like, what could you have done? Like you said. I mean,
Yeah.
stick to
Like-
your morals, I would say, for sure, and
And
resist,
then we like
but-
executed, right?
Yeah,
Like,
but it's easy
I
to
don't know,
say
dude.
when you're sitting here watching a freaking anime,
I know. That's the thing.
right?
That's the thing. And like I like to think in this hypothetical scenario that I would stick to my principles and put my child first.
Right.
But it's just like I don't know.
But then it's
dude.
like, well, it's a
hard
bunch
to
of really
say.
cute freaking girly prostitutes, and now I'm just like, frick!
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know,
No,
man.
dude, it's just
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like,
Shenmei
okay,
really is like
are you going to off yourself? You're going to get yourself offed on your principles. Now your kid is freaking by themselves. They have no one. then what happens to your kid? They live
probably
this
be
life
executed too.
Yeah, maybe they're executed.
In all
Maybe they live a
honesty,
life of poverty, slavery, who knows? But then you're doing this thing to keep your kids safe and well. But then before you know it, you're a willing participant. You've fucking bought in.
No, I know.
It's
such a it's such a hard situation, and it's so easy to be what do they call it? Not wheelchair, but frickin' the term escapes me, but like
a cog in the
no, not a cog. It's like a keyboard activist, but it's like not keyboard activist. It's like the thing that means the same thing. But anyways, it's so easy to be here in our position.
Oh, an armchair. Are you talking about like an armchair?
Armchair. What's the thing that comes after that they usually say?
It depends on the context, but like it's an armchair, analysis, an armchair developer or whatever. Yeah, I know what you mean.
A Monday night coach, essentially. Right?
Sure.
What they say. But yeah, it's so easy to say that, but it's just it's hard to say what you would actually do. It just makes me think of we watched Gurren Lagann way back when, and like the whole theme of that is at least what I got out of it was, is it better to live on your knees or die on your feet, right? The whole Murrieta, I think, is the Mexican guy who said it.
Yeah,
I might be getting, or maybe it's a different guy. But anyways, the quote is very much like that, which is is better to die on your feet or live on your knees. And I like to think, again, I would die on my feet. I wouldn't live on my knees, right? But like,
and then you're in that situation with a sword at your throat and your kid behind you, and you go, I don't want to die, and I don't want my kid to die, and I don't want them to live a terrible life. And the choice is sleeping with prostitutes. So, it's like, wow, what a fucking choice I have here.
And it's not just sleeping with prostitutes, though. It's enabling the monster that Shenmei is.
Sure. But even still, it's just one, and this is a bad thing to say, I would say, but it's just one straw to the fucking house that they're making, right? So like, yes, it is uplifting and enabling the monarchy, but like, you're not enough to make that difference, right? So
yeah, like it's true and not true,
right?
Like it is true that you're just
your difference is going to make the difference. Yeah, but it's like a lot of straws will make a difference if people just freaking started doing this, pulling their straws out.
And somebody needs to be the
first straw
snowflake that starts the avalanche, right?
Right.
And so
that's why I hesitate to say it, is because it's both, like you said, true and not true. It's it's not an easy scenario.
This show has gotten way darker in these last few episodes than the whole season combined, man.
Yeah.
What the heck? And it's really like diving into some like deep themes that I don't know. I was not expecting that at all.
Listen, I know that maybe I should save some of these comments for the end, but I thought about it now and I'll say it now. I know a lot of people are saying, don't worry, Graham, the episodic nature and these things that don't necessarily have to do with anything and tied together and stuff. Listen, I see where a lot of that stuff was tying together. We have a lot of those revelations now. And I really like what's happening with the show. It's exciting and interesting, and there's a lot of depth to it. But do I think it was freaking worth it to have all those episodic episodes to like breadcrumb all the way to here? I'm not gonna lie. This is great, but before it was not, I think, worth. Like, if this, even if I said this was like a 10 out of 10, like it's really good and interesting now, I'm not saying it's like, oh, well, this isn't good enough to warrant the episodic stuff. That's not what I'm saying at all. I think this is really good, but like, I don't think anything would be good enough to warrant a bunch of episodic, loosely tied together episodes. It's not a mark on the episode today and the things that are happening now. It's a mark on like my total disdain for episodic things. Like abso-freaking-lutely, bro. Like almost nothing is worth going through episodic episodes for me. So sorry, but yeah, it's
the only thing I would say to that, right, is like the sausage is made the way the sausage is made.
Sure.
Like, yes, theoretically, there would be a different way to write the story to have these payoffs. Like 100% there could be.
Right.
But like in all practicality, the author makes a story the way they can, the way they see fit. And in reality, there is no way to have this payoff without the stuff that precedes it, right?
That I totally disagree with, but
well,
go off, King.
You can. Like, that's what I'm saying. Theoretically, you can. Another author could have.
Sure, I see what you're saying. From this author and this story that they're telling, we wouldn't be able to get this specific story that we're watching now if we didn't have the episodic things, because this author would write both of them. They would write the episodic things and the things we're watching now. So if we want to enjoy this now, we have to have the episodic stuff from before.
And not just that, but like when this is something that like, how do I even explain it? But like essentially people write what they want to write, and trying to like pigeonhole them into a different style or a different thing or a different theme or even a different story, like things just fall apart.
Sure.
Right? And so like the reality is that this is the story we have, and like that's the only way it could have come about.
Right.
I
get you.
Have as much disdain for episodic stuff as you do, so I'm loving the payoff.
Sure.
But yeah, it's I'm just again surprised at how freaking deep it's gotten. That's one thing I do wish. I wish it would have been like we had some episodes here and there, especially dealing with like the freaking nastiness of the previous emperor and just like the generational ramifications of stuff like that. But I feel like now the show's really diving into like fleshing out the themes that it's like been teasing at throughout the whole time and stuff, and introducing new themes that just are fitting into the story very well. So
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I'm glad we're here. I'm glad it's like at peak interest right now, and that we've got 2 episodes left. That's it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. Wow.
How do you think this ends? Like next episode,
I think
the Shi clan gets all freaking executed, and then we end back at the palace. Kind of, oh my gosh, that was a crazy event.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's enough time for them to wrap things up next episode here, and then the final episode is like the recontextualization of Jinshi and Maomao's relationship, right? Yeah, that'll be the big thing, the big change.
Yeah, so. He can't be so familiar with her,
right? Because the implication with any kind of relationship between them is huge, right? And there's just no reason for her to be interacting with him, period. Right?
Yeah, especially since he's like come out as the prince and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Huh.
So we'll have to see what that means for the show, right? Like, if there's no reason for them to interact, I mean, they're the 2 primary characters, right? Their relationship is like literally the whole freaking story. So it's like, okay, what does that mean then? And it's even worse when you consider the fact that he technically should be in a higher position than he actually is. So if he couldn't freaking interact with Maomao as the prince's brother, he certainly can't freaking do, or as the emperor's brother, I should say, then he certainly can't interact with her as the son of the emperor. That's freaking crazy.
Yeah, the crown prince.
Right?
Do you think Maomao will figure that out now that she's gotten over this hump of like,
bro,
yes, he is or was the crown prince?
You say that like, now that the answer is literally in front of her face, will Maomao freaking
like it
solve
hasn't
it?
Already been?
No, dude, she's freaking more sturdy than a mountain when it comes to this stuff, bro. She will not. Jinshi could literally say
she literally saw him from the balcony, freaking stabbing some dude, and she's like, it's got to be somebody else.
Who's that?
No way.
Who's that? I wonder. And then, he can literally say it to her freaking face. And she'd just be like, nah, he's just trying to save face or something. He's just trying to make up a story or something. It's just like, oh my gosh, woman, what is wrong with you?
Yep. But all right. Well, happens what happens these next couple episodes. We will be here for it. So tune every Friday. Or I guess it comes out Saturday. And check out the Patreon and the channel membership, because right now the premium voting is happening. So like Graham said, if you want to influence what we watch on the Tuesday slot, premium or Patreon voters vote on Patreon, YouTube channel members vote on Discord. But check out all that stuff. And with that, we'll see you guys next time.
Everybody.
Take care.